What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another UFC prediction video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a big one. It's UFC 313, Pereira versus Ankalaev. This is going to be a great fight, in the light heavyweight division for the title. And the co-main event, Justin Gaethje takes on Rafael Fiziev in a rematch of a 2023 fight. You know what I gotta say? It's really fun to look back at the fights that I predicted, like, at the start of when I did these UFC predictions and then they're fighting again. It is really fun to look back at those, I'm not even gonna lie. But anyways, we've got some UFC fights to predict. We've got some fights, a big pay-per-view, live from Las Vegas, Nevada. So let's talk UFC 313, live from the T-Mobile Arena. First fight up of the pay-per-view is going to be Bobby King Green. I don't know, is it legally changed to King Green now? Am I gonna have to start calling him King? Whatever, sorry King Green. But anyway, he takes on Mauricio Rufy at UFC 313. The 32-16-1 King Green takes on the 11-1 Mauricio Rufy. Obviously, King Green's more experienced in the game, and honestly, I feel like that's his one advantage in the fight, is his experience and, like, as that old meme says, his hood style of fighting. I mean, looking at their stats here, I mean, Bobby Green's got 28 submissions to his record, or 28% submissions to his record, and Mauricio Rufy has 0. So that's going to be interesting. I mean, is Bobby Green's strategy going to take this fight to the ground? Because I've only watched one Mauricio Rufy fight. It was I can't remember who he fought, but was it, I believe it was the Madison Square Garden card, the one where Jones fought Stipe. Oh, that was a depressing night. But yeah, no, I thought Mauricio Rufy did well for himself in that fight. I mean, yeah, he looked really good technically. He had some good, sharp skills on the feet. I think Mauricio Rufy is going to be a top 10, top 15 contender for a good couple of years here in the UFC. I see a lot of potential in this guy, and I think he's going to show it in this fight. I mean, he's got a reach advantage against King Green. He's got the speed advantage, I think. I think he's got the technical advantage. Bobby Green's just going to stand there and do his thing, try to bop and weave. I honestly kind of feel for King... I call him Bobby again, but King Green, I feel like his only real advantage is going to be his experience, and I mean, unfortunately for King Green, he's only really beaten up on guys like Jim Miller these days. It's kind of unfortunate. I mean, Paddy the Baddy absolutely smoked him in Manchester back in the summer, but I'm going to take Mauricio Rufy. I think Mauricio gets it done. I'm going to say decision. I think King Green's a tough guy. I don't think he'll be submitted or knocked out, but I do think King Green will get pieced up and Mauricio Rufy will pull off the decision. Next fight up is at women's strawweight. Amanda Lemos is going to take on Yasmin Lucindo. I believe that's how you say it. I got that Portuguese tongue to me. Don't take that out of context when we're talking about women. I'm really catching myself a lot of these weird sus comments I make lately. I don't know why. But yeah, this is going to be a decent fight. I mean, let's be honest, this probably has decision written all over it. I mean, it's women's MMA. It always seems to have decision written all over it in women's MMA, but oh well, not the time to talk about that. I mean, some girls just ain't born with knockout power, I guess, but to be fair, to these girls in particular, the main percentage of their victories comes by KO or TKO. So that gives me some hope. Maybe we can see a good finish in this fight. You never know. Looks like this fight's going to be predominantly on the feet, but between these two girls, they have the skills to go to the ground and make it a good grappling fight if necessary. But a decision is more likely from Yasmin Lucindo. To be honest, I just don't know enough about Yasmin. I think that's how you say her name. She is a favorite in this fight. I mean, Amanda Lemos is a seasoned vet. You never know what could happen. I think this fight's going to take place majorly on the feet. And you know what? My gut's telling me Yasmin Lucindo's going to get the win. So I'm going to say Yasmin Lucindo's going to get the win by a third round TKO. Maybe she pressures Amanda Lemos, uses some of her striking skills to catch her later in the fight. Maybe uses some ground and pound. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe Yasmin Lucindo will get the 3rd round finish. And for our next fight up at lightweight, this is a fight I'm very, very intrigued by. Jalen the Tarantula Turner takes on Ignacio Bahamondes, a prospect a lot of people have been talking about and have really been hyping up. I really like the look of Ignacio Bahamondes, and I gotta say, I feel like Ignacio Bahamondes is just everything Jalen Turner has, but better and more skilled. I really like the look of Ignacio Bahamondes. He fought on the, I could have swore he fought on the Noche card, the Sugar Sean and Marab card. I gotta double check this. I remember this Bahamondes. Come on, I gotta fact check myself live on air if my internet will work. That's not. Who the hell is Ignacio Vara Mike? Bahamondes. There we go. Now we're talking. Come on, get me. Yes. 2024. Okay, that's a great photo of him getting No, wait, that's him smoking someone else. Yes. He fought Manuel Torres that night. He got a KO in the 1st round. Like, the kid's really good. He's a really good fighter. I really like the look of Ignacio Bahamondes. I think he's going to put Jalen Turner in some very difficult situations. He's got the same amount of reach. He's got the same, well, it's 2 inches shorter in reach, but who at lightweight has the same amount of reach as Jalen Turner? The leg reach is virtually identical, and they're the exact same height. I just think Ignacio Bahamondes is going to keep Jalen Turner guessing, give him a lot of problems, keep him guessing on the feet in particular. I do think this will be predominantly a striking fight. I think Jalen Turner's best chance is to get this to the ground, but I still like the chances for Ignacio Bahamondes, even if it's on the ground or on the feet. I'm going to go Ignacio Bahamondes by a 2nd round TKO. I just think he's going to pressure Jalen Turner, put him on the back foot, and I think Bahamondes gets the stoppage in this fight. Whether he knocks him cold, I don't know, but I really like Bahamondes to beat Jalen Turner. And in our next fight, we talk about maybe the dumbest betting line I have ever seen in my life. It is the co-main event between Justin the Highlight Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev. Now, how on God's green earth is Justin Gaethje an underdog? I'm recording this on Monday night. How on God's green earth is Justin Gaethje an underdog in a fight he won 2 years ago versus a guy who's stepping in on short notice? How? Someone explain that to me. This is the dumbest betting line I've ever seen in my life. I won't lie to you. I've already slapped a few dollars on Justin Gaethje. I am hammering that Justin Gaethje money line. If they're gonna give me free money, I am going to take the free money. It's just like, I don't get it. How is Justin Gaethje, of all people, a betting underdog in this fight? I will not get that for the life of me. I cannot understand it. But here we are. Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev 2. Obviously, it was supposed to be Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker had to pull out with a broken wrist or a broken hand. I'm not sure which one it was, which kind of sucks because one of my best friends from Australia is actually Dan Hooker's brother-in-law. So I guess I'm somewhat close to Dan Hooker, I guess. So call me a Dan Hooker fanboy or biased towards Dan Hooker. But yeah, just a funny story. I really like Dan. Sucks he couldn't compete. But this is what we got. Gaethje versus Fiziev. Obviously, I mean, this definitely plays a role in the betting line. Well, the last time we seen Gaethje in the cage was against Max Holloway. We all know what happened, but I think what a lot of people are forgetting happened in that fight is that Gaethje broke his nose at the end of the 1st round. Holloway dominated the fight after that, and obviously he got the knockout with a second left. But, man, like, this is still Justin Gaethje we're talking about. Are we forgetting that he beat Fiziev 2 years ago? Are we forgetting that he knocked Dustin Poirier cold not too long ago? Like, this guy's a beast. This guy's an absolute beast. And I mean, it's Justin Gaethje. I just don't get it. I mean, Fiziev is amazing. He's talented. And I think if this was a full notice fight and Fiziev got a little bit more momentum on his side, I do think Fiziev would put up a great fight. But I don't see him beating Justin Gaethje. I don't. Justin Gaethje it's just got Justin Gaethje at the end of the day. Straight dog, bro. Straight dog. I'm going to take Justin Gaethje to win the fight. You probably already know that, considering I already told you I have money on Justin Gaethje. But I am going to say Justin Gaethje gets the win by... This is a 3-round fight, isn't it? This isn't a 5-rounder. Like, that's so stupid. Plus 124 on Gaethje. I'd put money on it was plus 100. I should cash out of that and put some more on it. Like, my God, I don't get those... This betting line, man, it's just so, it's so dumb. It is so dumb. Yeah, I'm taking Gaethje to win the fight. I think he's just gonna outsmart Fiziev. I think he might even knock him out too. Who knows? I mean, I know Fiziev's a tough guy, but this is just in the highlight Gaethje we're talking about, man. This boy is no joke, like not a joke in the business. Like, if you want to go back and watch a prime Justin Gaethje fight, I know it's gonna hurt a lot of people, but the Tony Ferguson fight, we all thought everything about Tony. Like, Tony was the god at that point. Tony was the real deal. Sucks we never got him versus Khabib, but man, that fight ruined Tony Ferguson. That fight absolutely ruined Tony Ferguson. 2 weight cuts in a month doesn't help a chin either, but man, that fight changed Tony Ferguson's life forever. Okay then, main event time. Alex Poatan Pereira Shama takes on Magomed Ankalaev. Oh, this has a fantastic fight written all over it. Like, dominant Brazilian knockout artist takes on Dagestan Dynamite. Like, oh my God, this is just pure gold. Like, and I mean, a lot of people are already going to be on Pereira's side. Pereira's such a fan favorite from what he's done in the UFC. Like, Pereira blows my mind, man. Like, how does someone become this popular when you don't even speak English in a predominantly American market? Like, I can't help but give it up to the guy, man. Like, the only words he says in English are, Chama. Let's go, Chama. Like, how does he do it? I really want to know how he does it. He is a very likable guy, though. It's hard not to like Alex Pereira. And I mean, Magomed Ankalaev obviously had the title shot before, and I mean, it ended in the draw against Jan Blachowicz. I think he won against Jan Blachowicz personally, but I wasn't making the scorecards that night. The judges ruled it was a draw, and against Jan Blachowicz, Jamal Hill got the title, and the whole cluster of Prohaska. Well, that was in the middle, the whole Prohaska and Hill debacle, but yeah, I don't even know. But they're pretty evenly matched on paper, similar records. Well, I mean, Ankalaev has more fights, but the thing about all the kickboxing fights Pereira's had, but it's a pretty clear striker versus grappler matchup, in my opinion. I mean, yes, I know Ankalaev's known more for his striking, but the grappling of Ankalaev is, in my opinion, is going to be a lot better than Poatan's. Let's just be real. Alex is a kickboxing god, and Ankalaev's from Dagestan. That's really all we need to know about the base of these guys. But I like Poatan here. I really do. I mean, it just feels like everything Ankalaev's done against this light heavyweight division, Poatan's just done it better. Poatan has just done it better. He's been knocking guys out that Ankalaev couldn't knock out. He's been getting ahead of guys, and I mean, yeah, like, just the pure brute and pure strength of Poatan is something else. And it's pretty well a pick'em on the odds, which, I mean, I think is fair, but I'm still gonna be hammering Poatan because this is Alex Pereira we're talking about. Like, this is not a regular person. This is something else, man. Like, I know Ankalaev saying, like, he's not going to walk into that left hook and stuff, but if you leave your chin open for a second and you get hit by that left hook, you are going to sleep. It is ridiculous the amount of power this man has, and I think the belt's getting put around Alex Poatan Pereira again. I mean, I can even see, can Pereira even get a submission in this fight? you know, it's possible if Ankalaev dives in for a double leg, gets stuck up against the cage, pops the gilly, Dustin Poirier. You never know. You never know. He could pop his gilly. He could pop him like that. You never know, man. You just never know. But yeah, I just think Poatan has a better chance to win in this fight, and I think he has more ways to win. So my official pick for UFC 313 is Alex Poatan Pereira by a 4th round TKO. I think it'll be a fairly similar fight to the Roundtree one, just mixed in with a bit more takedowns. I don't see Ankalaev dropping Poatan, but you never know. You never know. That's why we fight. Anything can happen. It is a fight at the end of the day, and that is why we love the UFC and mixed martial arts so much. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. It's been a pleasure to see you again as always. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe with those notifications turned on so you never miss a future upload here on the channel. And guys, I'll see you for the next UFC prediction video where we hear dun 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 dun. I come from a land down under. Oh my god, I am excited to see Volkanovski fight again. It has been way too long since Volk's been in the cage, but I'll see you in Miami, guys. Take care and peace.